and they'll stop the drive on downs.
And listen, obviously, at this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on fourth down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he feels can make a play in that type of situation, and he's got confidence in him. That time they weren't able to come up with it. Curious to see what this guy does if they're in a similar situation as this game moves on.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Back to pass, it's Barnett. Fires into the end zone. Oh, what a play. It's intercepted. Got some room to run. He's at the 40. The 20. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business.
And that is a massive momentum-shifting play that completely flips the field. Offense is in the red zone. Bad decision, poor throw. It gets picked off. And how about the return all the way back to the opponent's red zone? That was incredible.
Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You've got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They want to throw it. Into the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
Well, this offense really felt coming into today that they were going to have to throw the football. And for the most part, David, this quarterback has been lights out. That time, though, he lets it get away from him a little bit, and that was a critical INT for the defense and their confidence.
They needed something, man. They've given up a lot of yards, and that's the thing about the defense. Just sometimes it can change in one play. They make the interception, they force the turnover, and hopefully, for their sake, maybe get in the quarterback's head just a little bit.
An explosive play to start the drive, and they'll try to keep the D on its heels. The sure hands, it's Ellis. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
And this is what's going to drive coaches crazy. It's mental errors, right? It doesn't take any talent or lack of talent to have that penalty. You just got to watch the ball, and when it's snapped, get after the quarterback.
They'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. It's 1st and 5. Looking downfield, it's Barnett. Makes the catch, it's Ellis. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26.
The defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the first down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
Looking to throw on 1st down. No one in the vicinity as he makes the grab. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
Man, this quarterback's been in a nice rhythm all drive, hasn't he? He's just playing on time. He's making good decisions. He's now got the offense at 1st and goal. I'd let him throw it down here. He has earned that right.
Wants to throw again. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had 0 rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions a game.
And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Trying to pound their way in. Touchdown, Dukes! Great job by the back on the option. Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt, first half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
Now a 2-point conversion attempt coming up. From the gun. He gets in there for the 2-point conversion, and now we have a 2-possession game. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, and it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. To the air. It's Carr. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. That is just what this defense needed. Looking for more room. Finally brought down. What a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Looking downfield on 1st down. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
It's a good job by this defense being alert. Like, they're not set up in a good spot. Bad field position to start. They were not surprised by the pass. Nice job. Way to be alert for this defense in a sudden change.
And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
Big 3rd down in the red zone, and this crowd is getting behind this defense. Finds his big tight end. He gets it so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Man, wow, what a catch by the big fella. And when he's not open, he's open. So nice to have a big target that can make those type of catches. I imagine he'll keep throwing him the football.
Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball.
And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Dropping back, it's Barnett. And his throw is incomplete.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. It's broken up and almost hit. On that shot to the end zone, it'll be 4th down.
That's a big missed opportunity by the defense there, guys. If he's able to make that interception, all of a sudden their offense is back on the field. But
oh, look at this. The kicker's going to run it. And they thought they could pull off the surprise. Well, the surprise was on them. They stopped. Boy, you look smart when it works out, but when it goes awry, you are left to second-guess yourself. The offense will have to use its first time out of the half. To the air on first down. Throws to the wideout. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
Love the competitive nature by the defender on that play. That's just a 50-50 ball, and that defender swatted it away.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Playing defensive back, to me, is one of the hardest things to do in all of sports. You've got to be able to run with a world-class athlete who knows where he's going. You have no idea. You can't interfere with him. You can't touch him, or it's pass interference. That DB right there did an incredible job.
The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. Throws for the tight end. On target over the middle. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Back to throw, it's Carr. Unloads it left. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
That QB might want to register as a 501c3. With the amount of donations he is making to the other team right now, interception number 4 now, putting his team in a bad position time and time again. We might want to start thinking about a change here.
They'll start this drive with a pass. That's caught. It's Ellis. They'll get him stopped at the 45, but it's a big 15-yard pickup and a first down.
When you get man-to-man coverage and you're running that curl, I got to sell him deep. I got to get a little bit of space where I can make him think I'm running deep, and then I sit down real quick. QB, wide receiver on the same.
He'll take a deep shot here. Nearly another interception. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, they'll go to the air. Caught over the middle. It's Kyle. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. And the Dukes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
I know it wasn't an interception, but a lot of times tips and deflections leads to interceptions. Great job by the defender getting his mitt on the football.
Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
This defense continues to do a great job of not letting a great athlete at quarterback make big plays on them. Great job pursuing him, keeping him in that cage, not deep.
And it'll be intercepted in the end zone.
Coming out of the tunnel in the 3rd quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the 3rd quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
Here come the Irish back on offense. Under fire. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. Looking for a man. It's Carr. He uncorks a bullet to the right. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. He picked up a big chunk of yardage there, and there will be Irish jigs going in the stands.
And a lot of excitement. If they can find these down-the-field explosive plays and find a wide receiver out there they can depend on, this offense can really explode and take off to a new level.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Maybe can be a little more aggressive here after the offsides penalty. It's 1st and 5. Wants to go up top. Lobs it off the back foot. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
Been able to get into a rhythm in this game. He's already thrown 3 picks. He's been hit a lot. That time throwing off his back foot forces another incompletion.
Wants to throw it. Showing the arm strength to the left. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football. And up big yardage on the return. What a play there. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
The Dukes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to throw. It's Barnett. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on 3rd down. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Taking it the other way. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Notre Dame. And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick 6. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They make the tackle at the 39, but a really good job by the return team there. Opening play of the drive from the 39. Wants to throw on 1st down. Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. Trying to start the drive with a pass. He fires to the left side. Picked off. Trying to take it back. He's at the 40. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
Not only do they get the interception, but they're able to get a huge return. Remember, this team practices this all week, right? Once they get the interception, they've got guys turning their heads, and they're looking for blocks. They're looking for people to get a hat on down the field. And with that INT, they now flip it. That could be a big point swing in this game.
And the Dukes now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Looking for a man. It's Barnett. Run out of bounds, just short of the goal line. Wanted to get it in, but couldn't quite get home. The Dukes have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. He's looking to throw. It's incomplete and nearly intercepted in the end zone. You get the ball that close, you cannot put it in harm's way. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? They'll try to power it in. He works his way ever closer, all the way down to the 1-yard line. They love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. Touchdown, James Madison. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
How about this? A 2-point conversion coming. Snapped it in the shotgun. He gets into the end zone for the 2-point conversion, and now it's a 2-possession game, down 15. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. But see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. Tight end getting vertical. That's the kind of play that can... really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
This quarterback has been struggling to find a rhythm in this game so far. Didn't have a ton of success in the first half, so here he is trying to ignite the offense with a deep shot, but they're not able to come away with the completion.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Picked off